Welcome back to The Legendary Hero is Dead anime review, episode number 3. We're discussing episodes 5 and 6. 5 pretty much in a way wraps up the arc that we're going on since episode 3, obviously. Yeah, basically they deal with Leland, and of course also Toka being a skeleton while being the hero body. That gets resolved this episode too. Yes, because basically the princess was like confessing her feeling, like unveiling her feelings. She cried and he turned back to normal, and he stays like this. He doesn't. In case you're curious though, because I have read the manga, as far as I read right now, is like, excuse me, I think it's like chapter 152. I've got like 50 chapters by the way. Does he ever turn back to a skeleton again? No, he never does. He, of course, basically something weird happens next episode. So the whole crisis is resolved that they've been dealing with for a few episodes. So Leland's taken care of. He's beaten after he comes back, and of course also everything is all wrapped up. And as of course a thank you, the king himself basically gives them a special vehicle, which I think they still have because I haven't seen it a bit, but yeah, they basically, it's kind of like basically it's a magical carriage, and of course also the person who has the best mana is Ari, so she gets to drive the damn thing. Yeah, so Ari is like, oh man, it's so cool, but she has to be able to drive because she has the most mana. The princess, of course, Marguerite, thanks them for for what they did, and of course let them a gift in the trunk, which is her. Yeah, they later discovered because of after many days of starvation. Yeah, and of course got better. Oh, it's also filled that her special disease that she was suffering from, that the stress that she was suffering from thanks to her tutorage, cured thanks to basically letting all the stress out. Okay. And of course also, despite the fact that he had the power, he's now down to level 3. No longer big magic power boost. They had to train for a while. And then, of course, basically this mysterious astral form. Basically, he turns it down the assignment because basically he's the hero. He has to go. His job is to seal the gate. Just basically go on an adventure, do what heroes supposed to do. They actually have somebody else, and the princess is like, yeah, he's right. Basically, let them handle it. Now we also see a brief appearance in here by a couple characters. One, a character by the name Diego Valentine, which I looked this up, and yes, this guy is voiced by Ian St. Clair. As soon as I heard this voice, I'm like, that's Ian St. Clair. And I looked up, it is him. Yep, it is him. And this makes it for him, I think for him, like a 25th series, if I'm not mistaken for him. Yeah, 25 was basically the same amount as Todd Heppercorn. Yep, it is the same exact amount, which I'm very happy with that. Yep. Yeah, so he's here with another character, which looked at the line. This guy is Arya's brother. Yeah, and this guy will be popping up again, don't worry. So then basically it's some across the town where there's an epidemic going on. Yep, a zombie virus. Yep, this time not by. Normally when I see a zombie virus happening in let's say a series, at least in fiction, normally it's there because of basically a scientific virus. As far as I can tell when it comes to zombies, this very rarely ever happens. When it comes to seeing zombies in an anime, per se. At least in a fantasy setting. Not many series I come across, they've done this. They have done this in Black Clover for a handful of episodes. Let's see. I think there may be one or two others, but it's something I don't come across very often. Zombies in a Japanese anime in a fantasy setting. Yeah, normally you see something like this in present day stuff, thanks to some kind of virus that gets out and people get turned into zombies. That is mostly put exactly what happens a lot of time in fiction. Not usually in fantasy. Fantasy is just very rare. So, yeah. So they don't know about the zombies until later on. So, then we have this wonderful, of course, It's the hot tub. It's basically the hot spring scene because it's a fantasy. You don't see this very often for fantasy anime, but yeah, standard Japanese fare. And we also get a chance to see the ladies' rear ends because, of course. So then we have where they talk about Toka and the fact that Marguerite revealed as soon as the whole thing is over with, she's marrying Toka, no matter what. So Yuna basically, it's the whole thing with her. It's implied she actually has a thing for Toka. Toka, of course, basically wants to get like some special stockings, and he gets smacked for his child. And of course, he runs out wearing her boots and also in her underwear, and she gets bit by a zombie. And of course, Toka, when of course basically they get the mayor's mansion, and all this stuff going on, of course they get the mayor's mansion. Of course, he hides the fact that Yuna has been infected, and of course basically Emma finds out that, and of course their response is anyone gets infected, kill them. He has a more rational response to this, where that, his response is that, what if this was a loved one that was affected? We do anything to try to cure them, and that's basically what he tries to do here. So then, of course, basically he's sort of forgiven for basically, and of course, the fact that Arya and Margaret would never abandon him because there's her friend. Yeah, and they also brought back the two guys in the previous episodes. They work for Leland, so they're back here, and they're basically they're basically these jerk mercenaries who just basically do this with money. Yeah, so then, of course, they come up with a strange idea of having Toka, who was possessing a corpse already, possessing the body of Yuna, who he's like, ooh, I'm going to do some scandalous stuff with his legs. And, of course, he can't see her naked, so they say that. So basically, Marguerite and Arya decide to bathe Yuna's body while having her blindfolded, so Toka does not see her naked at all. And of course, he drives to this thing. Of course, they decide to sleep together. As for what happens to Toka's, as what happened to the hero's body, you could say he's probably just sitting on the floor. They don't show it. It's like it's there. It's walking around. Apparently, it's controlled via remote control, thanks to Arya. Then, of course, basically, then the zombies attack, breaking the wall, thanks to a devil. Yes, a devil. Oh, by the way, the hybrid devil, yeah, he's killed by Toka when he's restored. Yes. The redhead one, yeah, he's killed in the previous episode. So, we have a chubby devil. Yes, I thought this was kind of weird. Because the devil's seen the most serious so far at this point. We're only halfway through the series. They've been like tall, skinny guys. First time we see a chubby one, he breaks the wall. Like, oh, we have these penetrable walls. Nope, devil's no problem. And of course, some of them knocked out. Then, of course, the mayor after taking out the devil that was there, then, of course, they go to the roof where they go to the steel panic room. Like, oh yeah, they go here, they can't break in. But they do. There's a hybrid devil, of course. Well, then, of course, you have Toka using the see-through thing, who sees Marguerite butt naked. Because Toka's a pervert. He looks down and sees three devils. And there's like supposedly a hybrid one, and we see what hybrid devil looks like, and it's a female. They don't say it's a female, but clearly by appearance, it's a female. And they easily, and of course, there's a red hair guy. He returns here too. I kind of forgot the guy's name. So he gets knocked in the water because apparently the mayor's mansion is near a river, which I thought that was kind of weird. Well, why would it be here? Well, because basically it's Mayor's Mansion. Mayor's Mansion could be any place in town. It could be even the center of town if they wanted to. But no, he's on the edge of town. So then the episode ends basically with where it's revealed that the caster of this zombie virus is in fact the High Devil. And it's all suspected Leland may have been working for somebody. Like, okay, we get a little more development here for a series plot. Yep. But still enjoyable this series so far, and I do appreciate today I'm able to get through more than 2 episodes. I got through 4, which is awesome. So now I have 6 more to go, and presumably I may be able to finish up tomorrow. Maybe. And I'm hoping also to work on, Mushoku. I'm also going to work on Mushoku Tensei, get that done. I hope so. Yep. So yeah, that's particularly a particular view, and that's good videos tonight because basically I have no more time with videos. So tomorrow, hopefully get a chance to see the rest of reviews for Legend of Heroes Dead and also Chuka Tensai. Okay, next video. Bye.